Say! 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 Stop tickling me! A lot of people on the internet have made fun of this very disturbed young man. And I don't want to do that. I think that this person is actually a victim, and the perpetrators are the university professors. And we know that universities have very strong standards and codes of conduct and rules and behaviors. Like, I'm not disillusional. I don't think like universities are a place of freedom and open-mindedness. Because let's be honest, everyone has TikTok. Everyone knows what's coming out of these universities, and it's anything but freedom. No, what it is that this is who they are, and this is what they do, and this is what they want to do to your children. And I don't understand why people don't want to have a conversation about it. Like, the entire conversation is a distraction. It's like, oh, look at this person and how they behaved. No, I don't think that's the issue. It's like, who allowed this to foster to this extent? Like, all these university professors that create safe spaces, does that seem safe to you? Like, they created an activist which cannot control their emotions in front of a police officer that got themselves arrested. A person that has a family, that actually had to pay for this individual to go to a university in order to study, to become a scholar. And this is the reaction. This is what America produces as scholars, right? In what field do you see this individual working as? Like, where would you like to have him as a colleague? What business would you start when you could say, yes, I would benefit if I have this individual employed in my company? And I can tell you what's happening here, right? Because this is like not normal human behavior. Like people do not end up like this unless someone indoctrinates them into behaving this way. Since ancient Greece, probably even before that, most philosophers have concluded that what separates mankind from animals is the ability of mankind to control themselves. I mean, even the Christians consider a virtue the pagan concept that the Romans used to have of temperance. Like, seriously, like, there were fathers of the church that would read old Greek philosophy. They would say, yeah, like, this is actually a good idea, like temperance. So, like, you feel strong emotions, but you understand that now is not the place for them. Now, what the modern universities teaches, and what the mainstream media teaches, and what the entire social media culture is trying to teach, is the opposite of that. Is that it's somehow beneficial for people to constantly unleash their emotions to the point of becoming hysterical. That it's actually virtuous to portray yourself in a bestial manner. Where you act like a toddler. You stomp the ground, you scream. And the reason they do this is because in the past it worked. Like in 2020, if this person would have done this, immediately they would have summoned the crowd, right? That would back them up, and they would try to push this police officer away from the campus. And they would have like the mainstream media and everyone showing how bad the police officer is because he is creating harm. Right? It's kind of like going to a mentally ill person and triggering them, and it's your fault that you did it. It's not the fault of the other individual for not controlling themselves. But look at what this actually does, right? Like, look at the reality of this type of behavior that should just stop when a person is 5 years old. This police officer went into the campus on a completely different note. It didn't even want to engage with this individual. This individual came to the police officer. They started the shit. And now they got arrested. They have a criminal record. They're in the system. And I'm pretty sure their parents are extremely proud. And everyone is like looking at the police officer, or they're looking at this guy. But no one is actually looking at the university professors. Like, what classes did he frequent? Which friends does he have? Which activists does he have? Why is this allowed in a place of learning? Because I guarantee to you, in the 90s, this wouldn't have been allowed. Hell, even in the early 2000s, this wouldn't have been allowed. And this university is in Florida, right? So, like, they're getting money from the Florida taxpayers in order to do this to other people's children. It's fucking shameful. Just look at it. So, like, this person has been gaslit in order to believe that if anyone misgenders them, they are dehumanizing them, and dehumanization is the next step to genocide. This is what the activists are teaching. This is what's being taught in actual universities from taxpayer money. And so this is why they're acting this way. Because other people that he trusts, the institutions, they all told him that this is true.
Stop! Why do you let those kids get away with this? They are not supposed to be here!
So again, notice the cop had absolutely nothing to do with this gentleman. Like they were just doing a completely different thing. And then this person attacks the cop. Why? Because the university professors told him that the cop is evil. Like they delegitimize the cop in this person's mind. And so they view it as a moral righteousness thing to press on this cop. And now they're getting themselves in trouble. Who suffers? Their parents suffer.
If you don't lower your voice, I am going to put handcuffs on you and I'm going to take you to a Baker Act facility. You lower your voice.
Look at this black gentleman, right? Like even the black gentleman is fucking tired of this shit. Like this guy is a brother from another mother. Like I feel what he is feeling, right? And this guy probably also paid money to be in the university, and now he has to put up with this shit, which is again like the product of the university professors. Look at his face, right? He doesn't have time for this shit. He's probably begging. He's absolutely begging the other person on the other end of the line to not pick up or to keep the conversation going because he doesn't want to put down the phone and have to deal with this nonsense.
Try it.
Again, imagine this, right? You have a police officer in your face, right? And you tell the cop to fucking try it. Like how do you expect this interaction to continue? And I just want to point out that this is how they behave next to a cop, right? How do they behave towards you on the street? Like, if this is how they control their emotions, right? How do they behave if they have a traffic violation? Like, let's say you accidentally bump into them. What if they have a gun? Can they actually manage to keep their cool in check if this is how they behave towards a police officer when they're unarmed? Right? What if you bump into them on the street? What if you open the door and you accidentally tap them? This is not a person in control of their own emotions. This is a danger to society. Like, I'm sorry. Parents educate their children in order not to behave this way specifically so that they can be integrated in society. Even dog owners are training their dog in order to control its emotions. Like, if you walk your dog on a leash and the dog sees something that annoys him, right? A really good dog owner would make sure that the dog doesn't chimp out. Because, like, everyone around that person doesn't have to suffer the tantrum, right? So, like, why is it that university professors are doing the literally opposite when it comes to their students? Why are they encouraging this type of behavior? Like, just because I don't see the university professor here doesn't mean, like, I don't know he exists. Who are the circle of friends? What ideology does this? You know, like, we're really good at hunting ideologies in 2026. Oh, the ideology that Andrew Tate does is bad. We need to suppress it. Oh, white nationalism is bad. We need to suppress, oh, this idea, that idea. Like, we're really good at creating safe spaces and safetyism and everything like that. But what ideology does this to a man?
Are you threatening me?
And by the way, I just want people to know, I don't mind what the person thinks. If the person wants to identify as a woman, that's fine. If whatever the fuck. What I don't find acceptable is the temper tantrum. The way he talks to a police officer, because if that's how he talks to a police officer, how would he talk to my son or my wife if they happen to be on the street? And my wife, like, let's say, as I mentioned before, accidentally bumps into them or misgenders them or whatever. Does she deserve this shit?
Can we get another unit to deal with Jay Lee here? He is having a breakdown.
Jay!
Again, it's also illogical, right? Like, you know that the police officer just wants you to give him a reason. Like, any type of logical person would understand this. Even if you think the police officer is evil, even if you think that what they're doing is not okay, right? You know that they're trying specifically to trigger you. They're literally going out of their way to get a reaction out of you. Why would any sensible person give him the reason? Again, like, this is a university. You're supposed to create smart people, right? Like, this is the whole point why they're there, in order to learn and be intelligent, and they can't figure out that the police officer is trying to get a rise out of them, and they're purposefully now misgendering them. You're not going to educate the cop into LGBT activism when he's literally there to fuck with you. Now, what you can do, right, is if the cop is arresting you or doing something that you believe is unlawful, you can call a lawyer, and then you can fuck with the cop. That's what an intelligent person would do. Right? Like, that's what a smart individual would do. But what you're doing is literally the opposite of smart. You're acting like a fucking child. And the reason they're acting like a fucking child is because this is what the university wants to create. They want to domesticate the new generation to make them like children so that they get hurt and then they appear on the television as martyrs in order to push the leftist agenda. That's literally the whole point, right? Like, that is the leftist tactic, is to make individuals act this irrational and petty and out of touch and unhinged, so that eventually other people lose their patience, the pepper spray comes out, and now the police is to blame. Like, I don't think the officer is to blame, because, like, let's be honest, any sensible person, like, you take a Chinese individual, you put them in the place of this cop, they would probably behave the same way. Like when adults see other adults pulling children temper tantrums, like, that is the limit of their patience. You can put up with a kid that does a temper tantrum because they're a child. You cannot put up with a person that's in a learning institution behaving this way.
You say?
7351.
Get down on the ground right now.
No!
You're about to get sprayed.
No!
Get down on the ground right now.
Leave me alone!
Now, I see a lot of leftists, attacking the police, and I'm like, yes, this is literally what the university professor wants to do. They want you to attack the police officer. I don't want to attack the police officer. The police officer was there to solve a crime. If someone commits a crime to me, I expect the cop to come over, especially when I'm not allowed to have a firearm because leftists say I'm not allowed, right? So it's like, okay, I can't shoot criminals, but like, at least I should be able to call the cops, and the cops should arrive in time, not because they're delayed for having to deal with this nonsense. And if this person acted like a sane individual, none of this would have happened. And the person is not acting insane because of their choice. It's acting insane because of the system. It's systemic, right? I'm speaking the leftist language now. It's systemic. They want a system where this is what they do to your children.
I can come in there.
Leave me alone, please!
Okay, are you going to calm down?
I want to be away from
No,
him.
it's too late now. It's too late now. He's going to be taken away.
Shay!
Bailey, you need to stop.
Even like other people at the university are like, just calm the fuck down, dude. Like, I'm curious if at this point I would have been able to de-escalate it. Now, I don't consider myself intelligent, right? I didn't go to this Florida university in order to become wiser and learn the marvels of 2026. But you could just say at this point, when the officer wants to arrest you, you could just say, like, look, officer, okay, you know what? You're right. Look, I'm taking hormones. I'm doing my therapy. It's making me really agitated. I will let you arrest me. Fair enough. I've calmed down. I'd prefer, if possible, if you could cut me a break. If not, I'll have to call a lawyer, and, we're going to have to take it in court, because I don't believe that I deserve to be arrested. But I understand why you're reacting this way, because, yeah, I stepped a little bit out of line. You probably can't get out of the situation now, but, like, I think, like, that would have been a much better response coming from an intelligent person rather than someone that stomps their feet and starts crying. And if you're the parent of this gentleman, wonder, like, what exactly are you paying for? Like, what exactly is the university providing that you can't give at home? Like, at this point, there are other ways of learning, right? Like, you can be self-taught, you can go online, take some online courses. Like, this is not healthy, man. It's not fucking healthy. And it's not even the trans issue. It's like, It's their inability to socialize, to just have a rational conversation, it's just like control their emotions. Like these are things that children learn from home, and then you send them to a university to unlearn them. Yeah, I mean, sure. Okay, let me know what you guys think, and as usual, we'll see each other in the comment section. Take care.